take a dip. No matter what, I want y'all to understand that every market has to correct. So eventually this market is going to correct. So if you're asking me when is a good time to invest and should you be investing right now, I'm going to humbly tell you guys no. All right. You should not be investing right now. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, for one, we're too high. And I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys real quick. And I shouldn't be giving it's pretty common sense. And this is game that I don't necessarily have to share, but I will. I shared it for free anyways, today. So first of all, I was in my mentorship chat today. I just got done doing a private mentorship, and I told them I predict that we're going to fall at 600. We may take a dip. Why? Because of this trend line. I believe we may fall on this third touch of trend line here at the 600, 605, 600 to 605, maybe time to short. But I tell people straight up, and I also looked at the fear and greed index, and we are like at greed, and we need to be at extreme greed for one. That doesn't mean that we're close to being able to sell. I personally don't think we're going to be able to sustain a lot of this growth too long. I would say within the next 1 to 4 months, we should be receiving some type of drop, in my honest opinion. Because people always ask me, Aristotle, I want to get into investing. I want to start making money like you did. Now, you know, I made 50K today. Let me go on Instagram. It might be on Instagram. I made 50K today. Let me see if I could show it. Aristotle. Oops, I'm going to switch to this. All right, switch accounts, profile. There we go. So I want to show you guys. I made 50K today, and I'm also up about 370K, something like that, year to date. And in the last year, I'm up 400K, but really I'm up a million this year. All right, I'm up over 7 figures this year, and today I made 50,000. I was in some great plays. Tesla was one of them. I posted it in the group chat, so I'll show you guys real quick in the leaps and long term. Um, or was it right here? Tesla. I made about 31K in total and 13K today off that. So that was a big contributor into my gains today. And I let them know to get in Tesla. Every play that I get in this account, that's another thing, folks. I told people I'm taking this account to a million. Nobody believed me, and now look at me. I'm 100K away, and I'm about to sell a lot of these stocks, and I'm going to tell, and then on the ride down, I'm going to buy puts. So I'm going to sell a lot of my stocks pretty soon, and I'm going to, swing some puts. And you guys would more than likely want to know what I'm getting into. If you're interested in getting in with me, comment the word trial if you're on IG Live, and if you're on uh, YouTube Live or watching this YouTube replay, click the link in the description. I'll pin the link in the comments as well. All right. So first of all, you guys need to be investing whenever we get a 20% drop from all-time highs. So remember, folks, bear market is right here at the 470s based on where we are right now. Now, if you Google the term bear market, you're going to see exactly what I say. So I want to teach you guys something real quick. See how I already got that ready? If you Google the word bear market by definition, what does it say, folks? A bear market is a fundamentally driven decline of 20% or more. All right? 20% or more. And it should say from the most recent high somewhere. Right. Generally 20% or more. Here it go, right here. See that? From the most recent high. See that? From the most recent high. So what is the most recent high? This is the most recent high. This is 20%. So never invest unless it's a bear market. So I know what you're saying, Aristotle, that's a huge drop. Yes, that's when you invest. Look, if you don't believe me, let's look at the last bear market. We can take this line and then we can go here. All right, boom, 27%. What does that say? 27%. Let's go look at COVID. This is COVID bear market. So this is going to be more. So I always tell people 25% is the sweet spot. But here we go. COVID was 34% drop. Trade war. This is this drop. All right, let's go look at trade war drop. Well, this is when Donald Trump was president. Last time he was president, he dropped the market this time. So Trump had two drops actually. This was 2018 trade war drop. Then it recovered. Then the COVID drop, which was the pandemic. So he can't really help that. And then it still recovered. So these are the two drops from Trump. And they were 20%. The first one was 20%, the trade war drop. And that's technically a bear market. Notice whenever it drops, it goes to 20%. All right. Then you got 20% again, 34% drop. And then you have 27% drop. Glad that was our last drop. So you got to think, folks, we're going to get at least it has, in order for them to classify it as a bear market, it has to come down 20% at the minimum tip. So none of you should be even thinking about investing until that happens. I gave y'all sauce that no other guru will give you, something so simple that you didn't even know. So I advise all of you to comment Discord, give me your information so I can, or join my free chat, join the paid one, whatever you want to do, so I can teach you guys more. But stuff like that is simple shit that you don't know. You guys are asking me, Aristotle, when should I invest? When should I invest? When should I invest? And I keep telling people, now is not the time. Is there a 20% drop from the most recent high? No. So all of you are too late to the party, technically. But does that mean you're too late? No, because you can still swing trade, you can still day trade, you can still get in. So you're never too late to invest. But to capitalize on investing, it is too late. As far as the broad spectrum of the market, the S&P 500, things like that, I would not recommend getting into Bitcoin. I would not recommend getting into the stock market long term. That does not mean you can't go short term. You can day trade, you can swing trade, you can do all those things. All right. But those are that's just my 2 cents on how to capitalize with Trump being in office and everything like that. I personally know that I'm going to make money no matter what president is in office. And you got to know how to invest, when to sell, all of that. All right. For someone who has never invested, what should I be doing to set myself up for the time to trade? A person asked me, for someone who has never invested, what should they be doing? You should be educating yourself. Comment the word trial on IG Live if you want it, and then click the link in the description. Maybe you could pin, never mind, let me see if I could do it. I don't know if you could pin notes inside of my live, but I'll pin it right now on the comments. Don't comment trial on YouTube. All right, I put it right there, folks. That honeydriptrial.com one, but everybody else can comment the word trial. All right. If you guys are really interested in getting the beginner's course, but if you're on YouTube, click the link that I just put in the comments. I wonder if you can pin this thing. I don't think you can, but I started. All right. That's for everybody who wants the beginner's course and everything. Theoretically thought, how can I grow? Well, you have to get the education first. You get what I'm saying, folks? Like, think about it. If I want to be a real estate agent, what do I have to do, folks? Just think about that. can I just jump into real estate? If I want to lay bricks, if I want to do carpentry, I want to lay floors and bricks. If I want to be a plumber, I don't need a course. I don't need a mentor. I don't need to go talk to a plumber who's been doing it for 20 years. I don't need to go see. That's what y'all do. Y'all come into trading, don't want to talk to no expert. Just come in with I don't know, prayer. I don't know what you guys are doing. You get what I'm saying? And then you have to be careful learning from people who are just posting YouTube videos because anybody can pretend to be a guru today. I personally would take zero advice. I wouldn't even go on YouTube for any trading advice right now. And the reason why is because I need to see your track record. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of you are learning from people who have no proven track record. Do not trust any, because think about it. I can post a YouTube, you can post a YouTube right now, and you can go get a thumbnail. You can go on Canva, create a thumbnail and say, this is the best strategy in the world, correct? You can say, this is the number one trading strategy, but you have to say that. Why? To get people to click on it. Are you going to say this is the number two, the number three? Do you go to the store and shop for the number two toothpaste or the number one toothpaste? Correct? You're looking for number one whitening toothpaste, right? So everybody's going to create a thumbnail on YouTube that says number one trading strategy, the most profitable trading strategy, but no proof or track record of them making money. So I challenge you, always listen to the people who've done it. So if you actually want somebody who's experienced, I've traded under three presidents, three presidents. So that's another thing too. I wouldn't even listen to a person who has only traded under one presidential election. Now that I'm an experienced trader, I know the type of stuff to ask people. Like if I was a beginner's trader, know what I know now, and I want to learn from somebody, how many presidents have you traded under? That's something I would want to know. How many presidents have you traded under? Why? Because I need to know that you were able to trade under more than one market condition, right? Then I need to know track record. Can you even make a 10,000 consistently in a day? You get what I'm saying? Like I would want to learn from somebody who knows how to make five figures. Also, are you paper trading? Because a lot of you, it's a lot of big name influencers still paper trading, cropping screenshots, using, you may think they big ballers, right? But hey, when it was time to buy certain things, who bought it and who didn't? So you get what I'm saying? Like some of these guys aren't really using real gains. So you got to know that too. You got to know how to see if a person gains are even real. You get what I mean? Live logins, not screenshots. Screenshots is anybody. I'm telling you. And here's another thing, folks. Look this up. You can go on Google. Everybody look up this. It's called expected element. You can have a Google Chrome extension and you can type in any number you want on any game. So let's just say I bank at Wells Fargo and Google this, folks. It's called expected element. You can Google this, you can YouTube this. Lots of people are using that to edit their games. So don't trust anything but a live login. Don't trust screenshots too much. Don't trust nothing but live logins because people can use this tool called expected element. Real shit. All right. But anyways, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any financial advice for current young military personnel? If you're in the military, my financial advice would be, do you want to re-enlist? And this goes for anybody with a job too. It don't really have to be the military because it's just a job. So you got to ask yourself. This is for people with a 9 to 5 and military. Because whether you in the military or work a 9 to 5, you still got to decide whether I want to work here for the next 4 years, 2 years of my life. Correct? So you got to ask yourself, how long do I want to be here? Do you even have an exit plan? What is your exit plan? You need to always be working on the next step, no matter where you are in life. I'm a multi-millionaire, eight-figure person, and I'm working on the next step. You see what I'm saying? The next step isn't a bunch of clout. If you think my next step is trying to be a celebrity, that ain't my next step. My next step is building profitable businesses. All right. That celebrity shit, it's a lot of broke celebrities. Clout isn't is it doesn't translate to money. You get what I'm saying? So what is your next step? Your, your next step is this. You have to save to get out of your job. I don't care if I was working at Walmart, military, freaking tech job, whatever. Now, and I ain't gonna lie, they paying me six figures and I get vacation times and shit. I'm probably gonna work that job until I become a millionaire. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, do you want to know what my plan was in the military? My plan was to save $100 every week out of my check and then save 100% of my side hustle money, which was barbering, correct? So you have to come up with a plan. But I do want to say this. If you believe that your work is done after 5 o'clock, you won't be a millionaire. That's another thing a lot of people don't understand. After I got off work, I'm reading books. I'm taking college classes. So Tupac once said this, the best time to do things is while you're young. Because while you're young, you have a lot of motivation and you have time to fail. You see what I'm saying? So all of you believing that you gotta shit through your 20s and do all that, don't believe in that. That is the perfect time. I would say ages 20 through 24 is, I would say 18 to about 22 to 24ish is the perfect time to get your life together. That's not the time that our parents they don't listen to the old school people. One thing I learned too is you got to kind of ignore what 80s and 70s babies say. That generation put a pause in the black community. Don't listen to them. I'm not even trying to be funny. When I say that is one of the most lost generations to listen to, they will lead you astray. A lot of them are single aunties. A lot of them, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, think about every generation. Our grandparents, the 50s and the 40s, they own houses. They own real estate. People who went to high school in the 90s is the generation that paused the black community. Notice that we had progression, then this generation just paused everything. Created gangster rap, created that's the people you gotta think these people were the people who went to high school. They was listening to Tupac, Biggie, and that's don't get me wrong, one of the most nostalgic generations. But I don't really take a lot of advice from the people who not successful from that generation. A lot of you are listening to that generation about life, and that's why you have such a stuck mindset. You see what I'm saying? That's one generation. Like I be like, man, I gotta vet you before I listen to you. You know, do you take care of your kids? Do you blah blah blah? Like I gotta don't just take advice from everybody. That's something I had to learn too. Cause you'll be looking at somebody and be like, oh, this person is so successful, and they have you stuck. Let's see. They said bro spitting. I'm being honest, folks. And here's another thing. Stop thinking your neighbor is better than you. They're your neighbor for a reason. I didn't get rich listening to my next door neighbor. I didn't get rich listening to my parents. I got rich listening to rich people. If you don't know rich friends, if you don't have any rich friends, you might want to go get some. If you making 50K a year, your friend that you need to be listening to needs to be making triple or double. If somebody isn't tripling or doubling your income, you have no business listening to them. One more time, folks, for the people in the back. If somebody isn't tripling or doubling your income, don't take advice from them. They know nothing about getting money. How can you teach me and you're not even twice as good as me? See what I'm saying? You'll listen to your neighbor. You'll listen to all types of people who's not even doubling your shit. I won't listen to a soul who ain't doubling or tripling what I did. The only men I listen to right now are right. I'm talking about like as far as money, not life. You can learn life from anybody. We talking about dinero, cash money. If you right now, a man got to be touching 50 million to 100 million for me to like really listen to what he talking about right now at the level I'm trying to go. So that should tell you something. So if you make 50K, don't listen to somebody unless they make 100 racks. If you make 100 racks, don't listen to you need to be listening to a 200 rack person. And if you a 200 rack man, at minimum 400 racks. You get my drift. That's how you're going to progress in life. There's something they know that you don't. There's a key piece of information you're missing that they have that you don't. And if they make triple, even better. I got here from listening to double up niggas. I stopped listening to my sergeant. Sergeant, you only make I make more money than you actually, Sergeant. I cut hair on the weekends. Sorry, I ain't taking your advice. You don't know nothing about life. Your sergeant telling you to save money while he in debt. Think about it. We in the military. He got two motorcycles and two cars. He ain't got no goddamn money. And you gotta know the difference between people who house poor. You get what I'm saying? You gotta know the difference between because some people make enough money just to live. You understand what I'm saying? So they'll have a nice car, a nice house, but they can't and no but notice they can't go on no vacations. They ain't got enough money to do shit else but have that nice car and nice house. Don't listen to them people. I know too many people who like that. They're house poor, right? That's what my mother calls it. You have enough money to live. A lot of people are house poor, living check to check. Check to check is the definition of house poor. So, if I was to leave this with anything, and I know y'all hear this a lot, live below your means. Stop trying to impress people. I know somebody who makes 12K a month, but they have a Lamborghini. Now, don't get me wrong, a Lamborghini is 4K a month. So could this person technically afford it? Yes, but that be the shit we be talking about. Using a big portion of your income to impress people. Then this person has the nerve to buy designer and all that shit, trying to flex like they a millionaire. Do you know that people who make six figures on Instagram pop it like they're millionaires? Like a person will make 100, 200 grand popping that shit. Like Lamborghini, this, that. So you got to know all that shit too. All glitters ain't gold, man. Somebody said you're not lying. Nah, it's people who live like that. I know somebody who make 12K a month, but got a 4K a month car. You get what I'm saying? Any chance you need a closer on your team? Maybe one day, but I am my own closer. Comment trial. You see that closer? Watch this. Comment Discord and trial if you're on IG Live, and if you're on YouTube Live, comment the word Discord. Not my fault. Link in the description. I'll pin the link in the comments. I close myself, but my brother, you feel me? That's how I've been doing for the last few years. Don't get me wrong. I love the definition of closers and things like that, but I don't know. I don't like people in my business. I don't like giving people my data. You know, I don't trust closers. You got my whole email list. You got my phone numbers. Nah, I'm smarter than that. You know how many people try to finesse me with that play too? Like, yeah, let me do this for you just so they could take my data and sell it. Data I work hard for. You so you got to be smart too. They said somebody copied my swag. Man, y'all already know people copy my swag, man. You know how this shit go, man. But I'm gonna be honest with you though, man. Um, They say imitation is the best form of flattery, but sometimes it's aggravating. You know, just being honest with y'all. Sometimes it's a little bit aggravating, especially when said person try to, you know how this shit go, man. People will copy you and then try to get into your networks, but this same person would try to block you from opportunities prior. Like in 2020, the same person was saying, nah, don't talk to him. Everybody don't like him. Don't do this. Then when I accept, okay, I'm outcasted, then I go up. Now niggas like, hey, we want to be your friend now. Oh yeah, that's the young bull on his shit. Oh, everybody, we love him. They don't know what I went through behind the scenes. They don't know these niggas was haters and trying to act like they like me in public now and copying all my moves, doing everything that I do. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit be happening, bro. Like the people who try to once block you from opportunities are now watching you and copying your every move, scared that you'll leave them behind. You get what I'm saying? But pretending like they care about the community, they don't care about the community. You know what they care about? Damn, this young nigga about to leave me behind. And now I end that on that, bro. And I'll end that on that, folks. Y'all have a great day. It's real though. Y'all, y'all see it. That's all I gotta say.